Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Jeffachu here, and today I have what I believe to be a pretty interesting video for you guys today. I was going through a giant blue box inside of my closet, and I had a whole bunch of things like cards and game mats and all of that kind of stuff in there. And I knew that stuff was in there, but I couldn't quite remember what all was in there specifically. This box has been used as kind of a storage bin for all the mess of stuff that was inside of my in my room and in my apartment and all that kind of stuff. And I would just like toss stuff in there if I was like organizing stuff, and I was like, I don't want to go through this today, so I would go ahead and I'd put all of that stuff inside of that box. But it was primarily supposed to be used for card game stuff. I found a lot of interesting stuff in there. Stuff I kind of knew was in there, and stuff I had no idea was in there. So I wanted to take you guys kind of into my little treasure vault here. As you can see, I've got this little sign there, Jeff's Treasure Vault. But first, before we do that, there are a couple of things I want to go over. This channel is going to be revived throughout this summer. I plan on posting a couple of videos, a couple of like vintage deck profiles of some things that my friends and I used to play, and decks I'm trying to build or will have built. Second, this channel hasn't really been used lately. I originally started this channel because I wanted to be able to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 1 and kind of go through this whole experience with you guys. But that didn't end up really working out because video editing took up a lot of my time. And I was finally able to get my Twitch channel up and running. I have been streaming on Twitch for over a year now. I am an affiliate, so if you want to go over there and give me a follow, it is twitch.tv /Jeffachu13. So you'll be able to see me there. I stream Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, currently doing Monster Hunter Rise. Pretty much I'm a variety streamer. I also do card openings and all that kind of good stuff. But I do want to get back into not so much video essays, but just, you know, I want to be able to post some openings here on this channel, kind of revive it, and just kind of, you know, do some offside projects that, you know, have a little bit more quality or pizzazz than maybe the Twitch does. So those are the main things I wanted to get through today with that. So I hope you enjoy this video. All right, so the first thing I found as I was going through this stuff was just a whole bunch of different Pokemon Vs, like this Morpeko, this Flapple, this Tapu Koko V, this Cinderace V, and these two Dittos. You're going to have to excuse the kind of wonky camera work right now. I'm in a very limited setting. I'm actually in my essentially dining room slash eating area. I'm still kind of getting used to trying to find a way to do this. I'm hoping to move into a new location in the future. I also found this Crobat V, and for those that know, Crobat V is actually a pretty competitively viable card. It's essentially the old school Shaman EX. When you play it down, you get to draw up to 6 cards. So that was a pretty cool find. Some other minor Vs I found was this set of 4 Zacian V. Zacian V is also pretty competitive. I had picked these up at my locals, and you know, just to be able to have them for a deck and put them in a tin, and had forgotten about them. So that was pretty cool to have those. Some other stuff I found were these 3 Kyogre Amazing Rares, along with this Reshiram Amazing Rare. So I was pretty happy to find these. I don't have many Amazing Rares, but I thought it was pretty funny that I had 3 Kyogre just chilling along with a Reshiram. I really do like the hollows on these Amazing Rares. That looks pretty good. With the light being captured, they look badass. There's no other way to say it. They just kind of look badass. And so I really enjoy having these, and I thought it was a pretty cool find. Next up, nothing too impressive or anything, but I found a couple of VMAXs. Ditto VMAX, Crobat, and Cinderace. None of them are really all that playable, but I just thought it was kind of cool that you know, again, I mean, there were a lot of other stuff in these tins, like some of the common cards, and whatnot from the packs that they had been pulled in, just kind of chilling in a couple of tins and in a couple of boxes. But I just thought it was kind of cool that, you know, I kept finding all these interesting cards, such as these two Gardevoir V full arts. I remember I picked these up while I was visiting my friend 3 hours away, and I was gonna try to build a Gardevoir V deck, and I never did. But I had picked these up, and they were just chilling in a tin, waiting to be used. So I know you're probably thinking, like, what's the deal? None of this is all that cool. Well, give it a second. We've got some more stuff that's... I'm ramping it up a little bit. I also had this Alcremie V that came in that I had pulled, and I don't know, I don't like this Pokemon. I think this Pokemon is honestly kind of dumb, but I like this full art for some reason. I like the colors. The pink and the orange and all that stuff. It's a cool card. Also discovered I had a bunch of full art trainers in there as well. I guess you could say I've been a little careless with my packing and my sorting and where I put my stuff. Not so bad, of course, to where I am, you know, missing everything and just not, you know, changing Pokemon around and whatnot, but, you know, careless all the same. I also had Gym Trainer and Poke Kid. And then the big mama daddy of this is a full art Skyla. I knew I had pulled one of these. I actually know I have two of these. And this was just kind of chilling in one of those tins while I was shiny hunting. Which, if you want to see my Shiny Dex collection, go ahead and leave some likes and some comments saying that you want to see those things, and I will make a video showing off some of my Shiny collection. Then I found what I think was actually something kind of cool. It's not necessarily the best thing in here, but I think it's actually pretty interesting. And it's this clear box of all of these Sword and Shield Evolution pre-release packs kits. So if you don't know, what they do is you get these little boxes for pre-releases where they come with 4 packs, and they come with these evolution kits to kind of help you build your pre-release deck. And so what's in here is a whole bunch of these different evolution packs here. So we already saw that I had 2 of these Frost Moths from Sword and Shield, which are pretty cool. But I've actually collected a whole bunch of them. I have a couple of Rillabooms that I've managed to collect that were sitting here in this box. It's not just from there. It is also, I have stuff from Lost Thunder, one of the Sun and Moon series. This is a Tapu Lele. I also have the Suicune from Lost Thunder, which I think is pretty cool to have. I also have Manectric from Celestial Storm, Raikou, also from Lost Thunder. As you can see, these aren't in any given order. Sun and Moon, Unbroken Bonds, another Tapu Lele. And I don't know, I think they're cool. I think it was a cool find. I kind of forgot I had done this. They were taking space in one of those long like 1,000 count boxes, and I just wanted a place to put them. And when I originally put this together, I had discovered that you could fit a couple of these in here safely. And it was like exactly... Ooh, I'm gonna ruin them. Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay, before I did this, it was a perfect fit. I think those were on the side, so let me try some of these. How did I put these in here? Oh, here we go. I was putting them in the wrong way. Okay. So, you know, I had them stacked in here like this. I had that one up on top. Actually, I think I had one of these in there. Then I had the Frost Moth. I'm not OCD, but I'm a little OCD. And then these fit in here like such. And I was like, wow, I can fit so many of these in. Okay, I guess it goes like this. So there's the Frost Moth, and now it's Manectric. And the other thing I found in here, which I pulled off to the side, was this random Groudon Legendary Pokemon card. This one, I believe I got at a GameStop. I could be wrong. I might have gotten it at League, but I also had this sitting in here. So actually, we're gonna... Frostmoth has had its time in the sun. But I just really like how I was able to fit so many of these in here. I was not able to fit all of my pre-release goodies in there, because I also have a Rebel Clash Luxray that's loose and not in there. Some Cosmic Eclipse ones as well. I have 2 Buzzwole and, or Buzzwole, I guess, and Fione. Fione's actually pretty good. So I had those as well. Just as a quick little aside, I really like the Rebel Clash logo. I'm gonna try to, yeah, there we go. See if we, yeah. I don't know what it is about this. I got shaky hands. I don't know what it is about this, but I just really think that the logo is the best Sword and Shield logo that we have so far. Something about it just speaks to me. I really think that this should have been in Sun and Moon for a Team Skull centered set. Something about it just screams Team Skull. But yeah, so I thought that was cool, and I thought I'd show that off. Oops. The next thing is this random Beckett graded card. I got this Beckett graded card from PokeCrate, the Twitter PokeCrate account, or PokeCrate website or whatever they did. I've actually gotten a couple of fun things from PokeCrate. Even won something from them once. I don't really think they're active anymore. They might not be, but one of the things they did was they gave you like these graded cards sometimes, and obviously it's not PSA or the real Beckett, because you're gonna see it's BCC or something like that. BCCG, there we go. But it is a 2006 Series 1 pop card, Blaziken. And as you might see, it is a 10. Yeah, I really don't know much about this grading service. I don't know, a 10 mint here might be 9 or even an 8. You know, I don't really know. I mean, the card itself looks fine. There doesn't seem to be any like real issues with it. The back looks fine as well. I think I see a little bit of whitening there, right here at the top. Maybe there's a little bit of a ding on the bottom here. It looks like that could just be from being shuffled around, and it's not really, I guess it's actually pretty secure. I don't know. This case has seen some beatings, though. This Blaziken isn't worth anything. I know I checked when I first got it. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be. Maybe it's gotten some value ever since. I don't really know. But I still thought it was kind of cool. And I just thought it was a nice little piece of history. And yeah, I don't really like graded cards all that much. I don't ever really put them anywhere. I have no place for them, really. I guess I could put them up on that shelf. But I don't know. I like bindered cards better. Which we're about to get to. But one other thing I thought I'd show you guys, before we move on to the binders. The binders are actually the reason I'm making this video. I found some really cool stuff in those binders. But I just wanted to show off these real quick. Oh, they're dice. They're so great. They actually are pretty cool. These are Professor dice from the Professor store that I went ahead and got a while back. I am, or at least last I checked, was a Pokemon Professor before the Backstreet Boys reunion tour happened. All right, so yeah, this is the Pokemon Professor symbol. And these are special Pokemon Professor dice. They are Pokemon approved. They're see-through, so you know you can roll them, and they roll well. And yeah, here's just a couple of them together. They were a nice blue color. I really liked them. I don't use them much anymore, obviously, because, you know, we don't have any real play right now, and they were in the box of forgottenness, the Cave of Wonders. But I thought they were cool nonetheless. And when I first moved down here and found an actual Pokemon League I could play, these were my dice of choice. And I loved putting them, using them and kind of flexing them. The thing about me and my collection is I have a lot of cool stuff. Not necessarily the most expensive or the rarest or whatever, but I do have a lot of cool things. And those I just think are cool. And so that's kind of why I'm making this video, is to show off all my cool stuff. So I think I'm going to start with the least impressive binder, or it might be the more impressive binder, depending on your taste. But it is this Charmander original 4-slot Pokemon Gotta Catch 'em All binder. Now, the sad thing about this binder is it's in pretty bad shape. It's not super good. In fact, I hate to say it, I don't really like this binder because the pages kind of stick together. But let's see what magic is in here. Okay, so immediately we have a Sasuke Uchiha card and a Naruto Uzumaki card. And a Yu-Gi-Oh card hanging out. Don't ask me why they're in there. I couldn't tell you. Reverse foil Arcanine. There is a Japanese Thousand Eyes Restrict, a Darkrai, a Weezing, Kingdra, Metagross, you know, another Yu-Gi-Oh card. And, you know, the pages. Here, let me see if you can. That's the sound of me trying to pull some of these pages apart. But the reason I'm showing off this binder, A, is because it is an original Pokemon binder with Charmander on it, and everybody goes gaga for Charmander. This stuff here I could probably wipe off and whatnot. In fact, I think I did wipe it off, and I think that's residue from a cleaning thing. But the other reason I'm showing off this binder is... if I can get the page to turn. There we go. There's a Japanese Tyranitar in here, or Rayquaza, but there is a shiny Dialga in here. This is from the, oh god, what was the name of that set? Call of Legends? Something Legends. It's the only set where Deoxys got a shiny, and I'm pretty sure it's the only set where Dialga and Palkia got shinies. And I just thought it was kind of cool that I had a random shiny Dialga here in this binder. I will be sleeving this up and putting this in a more secure binder, but I wanted to try to keep everything where it was. Yeah, see, this thing is just terrible. Oh, can you see that? There's like some kind of like watery gunk or something, some kind of residue. Something got on this binder at one point. I don't know what. Me. But I just thought that was, you know, kind of cool. There it is again, you know. Yay! Next least impressive binder is a Pokemon Platinum Rising Rivals Rotom binder. And I do have some cool stuff in this binder, actually. The first page is going to reveal that, actually. Okay, so Kingdra Prime, and my favorite ever Eevee. From back in the day, the Chain Reaction Eevee. And the reason this is my favorite Eevee is because I didn't have one. It took me years to get this Eevee. I'd see people with it, I'd see people playing it, and I was like, oh, I don't have this. And it wasn't until some friends of mine gave me their Eevee cards. The other thing, I didn't mean to ruin the surprise, but I meant to take out an Eevee here because I want to kind of show you guys something else I like about this particular Eevee card. If I can get a good lighting on it. I think this will work for what I'm trying to show you. There's the red down here. Let me see if I can... There we... Oh, that's much better. Okay, so there's the red flames down here. There's the yellow lightning, and there's the blue. I guess it's supposed to be like bubbles or whatnot. But it symbolizes the original 3 evolutions of Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. And I just love this art. I think it's so cool. I think the hologram is cool. The card itself was cool. It's just... Oh, sorry about that. Didn't know I was showing you off all my hairy arm. Also have the promo Mewtwo with Energy Absorption and Psyburn. This is the Mewtwo that I believe came in the VHS tape of the Pokemon movie. So it's a little bit different. It doesn't have the Kids WB logo on it. But I always thought this was the cooler of the artwork because it's all hand-drawn and the colors and, you know, just how menacing Mewtwo looks. I just always thought it was cool. Okay, going on to the next page, we have Scott, my good buddy Scott here. I've actually played him quite a lot back in the day. A couple of Alf lithographs. Lithographs. These were secret rares in the Heart Gold Soul Silver series. And I always thought it was cool. This one, you know, they don't really have great effects. This one's probably the more playable of the two. It says, look at your opponent's hand. And it would, you know, just let you look at your opponent's hand. And this one just said, shuffle your deck. So I guess if there was a card you knew was going to be on the top of the deck that you didn't want, and then there you go. You could just shuffle your deck. Promo Mew, non-holographic. As you might be able to see, there is a holo Promo Mew. The third movie Entei promo. I have a couple of these actually, just not only one in the binder. Here is one of my other favorite cards. Oops, I'm knocking down my setup there. Okay, Rocket's Mewtwo. This was another card that it took me a long time to get that I really wanted back in the days of Gym Hero. And I have this Mew next to it. There must have been other cards in here originally, and I just kind of took them out of this binder for whatever reason. Time Space Distortion was a very popular competitive card for the Azelf Uxie Me Spirit deck back in the day. And then I have some fun Platinum Secret Rares. So we have the Platinum Secret Pikachus. The Pikachu in the form of the base set version, kind of a recreation. I actually think this is the weakest of the 3 because they've done too much with the design. Whereas the Surfing Pikachu actually looks like the old school Surfing Pikachu. There we go. All right, so we got the, because it kind of looks like the old school Surfing Pikachu, except it's hollow, along with the Flying Pikachu, which looks like the old school Flying Pikachu, with the exception of the fact that it's hollow. So I think that these are the better cards, these two, as opposed to the base set Pikachu, which I'm just noticing is a hollow bleed. Maybe they were all hollow bleed back in the day, but that's pretty cool. And then there's also the Electabuzz, and I do also have the other two. But here is the Electabuzz. You can maybe kind of tell. There you go. It's got a little bit of foil shininess to it. There they are, the Platinum Scyther and the Platinum Hitmonchan. And then I also have the 3 birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And I just thought this was a cool find. And then also just kind of chilling in here is a Delta Species Umbreon. This was a Dark Water? Dark Steel. It was a Dark Steel. And it's not in the best condition, but I just think it's a pretty cool card. And let me actually take this out if I can, because the page doesn't do it any justice. There we go. So this is just a beautiful card. It's got the EX Delta Species stamp on it. And Umbreon is my second favorite Pokemon of all time. So it's just really nice to have this. And keep this in mind, because we've got a fun little surprise. And then we have this Ultra Pro Collector's album that I have a sticker of Raichu on to let me know that, hey, this has Pokemon cards in it. This binder is the reason I'm doing this video, for the most part. Actually, there's some other stuff I'm doing for this video. But this is kind of the big one for 2 cards mainly. But there's a lot of fun stuff. I originally put together this binder of stuff I didn't ever want to trade, and I just wanted it to be safe, and I wanted it to be just kind of like a little collector's binder. Unfortunately, you know, there's whatever the gunk was in that box that was kind of on the Charmander is here as well, unfortunately. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this binder. So right off the bat, I was a little surprised when I opened this binder. I was like, oh, shoot, I didn't realize I still had a spare Winona hanging around, or an Archie's Ace in the Hole. Both of these were pretty competitive back in the day when they were played. Winona allowed you to search for a bunch of colorless Pokemon and put them into your hand. And Archie was used in a whole bunch of different like Blastoise strategies and all that stuff. It allowed you to bring something out and also get a new hand if it was the last card in your hand. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Then I turned to the page. And I found other stuff, which I forgot a little bit further. So just, you know, random full arts I didn't want to trade away. So Pokemon Breeder, there's a Wally full art. Sharon, he's okay, I guess. This is where the actual Archie is. Steven, Wick. This Steven's actually pretty cool with the holo. Wick, I've pulled a couple of her, but I only kept one of them because Wick is thick. And is this the... Nope, we're not there yet, but it is a fun page. So, this page. I love this page. Lusamine as a character, I don't really like. I think she's kind of a bad person. I'm not a fan of her. I like Lily a lot more, I'll be honest. But I loved this artwork. There was something about this pose and this artwork that made me go, oh yeah, this is happening. Nihiligo, the one that looks like Lily, was my favorite of the Ultra Beasts. And so I pulled both of these cards. Actually, the 3 of these cards here, I pulled them. And I was so happy when I pulled that. And then I pulled this Lusamine. It's the same effect as the other Lusamine, but it is her Ultra Beast fusion form with Nihilego. And I just love having these 3 together. And then I decided, how else can you top this off? Well, you can have an E-Series Mew in here. And yeah, so this is just one of my favorite pages here. This Mew is... I don't know how rare it is, but it is an E-Series card, and if I remember correctly, it's in pretty good condition. You get a little sneak peek there. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to show you this page first, just so I don't, you know. This page isn't anything super special. Ampharos is one of my favorite Pokemon, so a Mega Ampharos is there. I had a big basic Xerneas fairy deck for a long time, so that was in there. I wanted to hold on to that. An Umbreon and a Florges, which also made its way into there. We have this Skyla here, which is pretty great. Pretty cool card. I have 3 of these, but I just put one in here so that way I'd know I'd never trade it. And then we have this. We have this Latios and Latios GX Tag Team card. There's a story behind this card. And this is the main reason I'm making this video, actually. I love this artwork. I think this artwork is adorable. You know, they're making a little heart. They're like the 2 like soul bonded Pokemon type of thing or something. I don't really know. But I love Latios. I think she's a great Pokemon. Latios is pretty cool too. And just, you know, the way their colors complement each other, red and blue, or ruby and sapphire and all that. This was a team up alternate art card. And when this card first came out, I hunted it. I hunted it bad. It was I finally found one, and I think I traded for it or bought it, and it was like $20 or so. And I was like, $20? How is this card only $20? Like, this is beautiful artwork right here. Um, and I knew that this was gonna go up. Well, I was right. It is quite pricey right now, mainly because Team Up, you can't really find any of those anymore, and it's Latios and Latias, two very popular Pokemon, and such a beautiful art, making the heart shape and the sunset, and the ocean, like it's beautiful. It's a beautiful card. Um, about a month or so ago, in the Shining Fates craze, because I do have a shiny dex, um, I went ahead and sold off a bunch of my binder, my trade binder, and I thought this card was in there, and I was devastated later on that night when I realized, or thought I had realized, because I had saved some cards from the binder, stuff I didn't want to give up, but I thought I had missed this. And I had just made a post on Facebook about how, oh, I knew this was going to go up, and I got mine for 20 because people were talking about how expensive it was, and I don't care that it's expensive. I just love this card, and I don't ever want to trade this card. I may even get this card graded. I don't know. But yeah, I was devastated. I lost sleep thinking I had sold this card off by accident, and I didn't. I as I was going through that giant box there, I found this binder, and I was flipping through the pages like I was just a moment ago, and then I stumbled upon them, and I didn't cry, but I kind of wanted to. I was very happy to find this card. Very happy. This is the main reason I'm making this video was to tell this story. Whew. Okay, where are the tears? I'm putting it back in the binder. Let's see what else is in here. Just turning the page now. Oh yeah. So there's this full art Ampharos. Again, one of my favorite Pokemon. Hoopa EX, something I've used in the past competitively. Secret Rare Gardevoir EX, Full Art Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir EX, and then another Mega Gardevoir EX, but this one has the shiny variant. Then we have some Bacon, just kind of chilling around. Full Art Yveltal EX, a Mega Gallade, another Gardevoir. This is kind of like, the Gardevoir page, essentially. We have the multiple Pikachus, Primal Kyogre I ran, and then I had a whole bunch of just other stamped cards, but that I didn't keep in the things. And then there's a Mega Mewtwo Y. I ran that deck for a long while. There's an empty page there because I screwed up putting these in. These are my Goldera Dive Balls that I thought I had sold at one point as well. No, they're just chilling in here. So I collected those when I was running the Primal Kyogre deck, so this is fun to have. I have one trainer post. It was technically trainer's mail, but if you notice, this is actually in like German or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it is not English. My max potion is Necrozma, another stamped pre-release card. And then here's the other card in this binder that I like showing off, that I wanted to, whoops, I didn't mean to pull it out of the sleeve, but I guess I'll just have to be very careful. If you know anything about me, you know that Kingdra is my favorite Pokemon, and this is an Aquapolis, I believe that's the symbol set. Very rare, it's a crystal rare. These are very hard to come by. It's not in perfect condition, I don't think. Yeah, there's a smudge or something up there. And some issues on the back. I got it pretty cheap at the time, and now I'm sure it's probably skyrocketed because, the Backstreet Boys do that to Pokemon. Pokemon's back, all right. Anyway, so, yeah, I love this card. It was a card that I never thought I would get to own or figured I'd have to pay an arm and a leg for. And it was pricey, but I still got it relatively cheap, under 100 essentially. And so I was very happy to find that. Just another Umbreon card. Erica's Dragonair is another card I absolutely love from back in the Gym Heroes days. I've had to trade for all of my Erica's Dragonairs in the past. I've never pulled any, but I always had Erica's Dratini, and I knew that the Dragonair existed, and this was essentially my white whale for a long time. And I have a couple of them now, and it's just fun to have them. These are the XY Primal Clash pre-release Kingdras. I had to make sure I got a whole playset of those, because again, Kingdra's my favorite Pokemon. A Full Art Kingdra EX. A couple of Prism Stars I just didn't have a better place to put. A Rocket Zapdos. Fun story about this. There was a gentleman at my old locals way back in Connecticut in Sarge's Comics who ran a Rocket Zapdos deck. And I always thought that was an interesting deck. And I just realized I'm making vintage decks. I might build this. And then the the Koga's Ninja Trick trainer card and a Professor Sycamore Professor stamped. But yeah, so this was the main binder I wanted to show off. So the next thing I have for you guys is something that's kind of weird, but I bought them in East Lyme in Connecticut at a yard sale. And it was funny because the guy had, it was a massive, like bigger than the box I had all of this stuff in, just filled with cards. Just not sleeved, not protected in any way, but just filled with cards. And it was, so I had to like, I painstakingly went through everything. I was looking for shiny Pokemon, to be perfectly honest. And I found these instead. And at one point the guy's like, "You're just going through the through the cards to find all the holographic. You're just taking all the holographics, aren't you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm getting other stuff as well." But yes, I was also getting all the best conditioned hollows, and that is not a feat that is easy. It was easy in that particular one because these are not the best conditioned, but I found these, I had forgotten I had these, and I just wanted to show them off. So they're all hard sleeved, but so there's a Pinsir, there's a Legend Maker, Growlithe. There's a lot of vintage cards like this. And there's also, you know, other like just kind of cool, like older school stuff or just stuff I thought was neat. But there's a Growlithe, there's this Delta species Snorlax, there's this Charmander. It looks like it was some kind of, I don't even know if it was a promo. But I think it was just kind of cool looking. See if I can get the thing to focus. There we go. Okay. I'll kind of go through these quickly because these aren't as impressive. Nidoking, Lieutenant Surges, Electabuzz, Blaziken, Emerald. I love the Pokeballs in the background. A Tentacruel, Legend Maker, Team Rocket Return, Spinarak, another Pinsir, Haunter, this random Latias, a Scyther, a Nidoqueen from base set 2, a Unseen Forces, Poliwrath, a Magneton Legend Maker, a lot of Legend Maker stuff in here for some reason, this old school vintage Vileplume, Delta species Pikachu, a Ninetales from base set, this Nidoking, a Ditto, a Victory Bell, this Crystal Guardians reverse foil, technically Spearow, a Clefairy. Again, they're not all in like the best condition. Some of them are in better condition than others, which I was very happy about. So we have a base set Hitmonchan, a Magneton, this cool Vaporeon, which I had never seen before. It was a promo, so I picked it up because I just thought it was a cute Vaporeon. I mean, I didn't have to pick this up. I didn't really have a whole lot of money at the time during this yard sale, but it was a yard sale, so I went ahead and did it. This Greninja promo that I didn't have at the time, this random Groudon I thought just looked kind of cool. I actually ended up with 2 of these pincers, these Delta species pincers, which I thought was kind of funny. This random Dartrix I wanted. This random Togedemaru I wanted. Again, you know, like nothing super special with some of these. This very pretty Flareon Pop 3. I was pretty excited about that. This Energy Evolution Eevee that saw a little bit of play a few years back. This cool Rosalia, another E-Reader E-Series card. Another Legend Maker Spheal. This Salamence I thought was pretty cool. This Crystal Guardian Sphero. I may have 2. Nope, just that. Power Keepers Vibrava. This dope-ass Pop 2 Suicune card. And this Poliwrath card. And then I think this was probably another really crazy find. I found... It was one of those thriller binders, essentially, that was one of those Trapper Keeper type of binders. And what I found was I opened it up, and it was one of those kinds that had like little sleeves in the side, you know, like those 3 sleeves or whatever. And then you have the 3 rings that you can, you know, flip through the pages and have the card pages in. These were not sleeved at the time, but I have made sure to sleeve them now. And I was very happy with this find. This is probably the 3rd reason I'm making this video. I found this Mewtwo, this Alakazam base set 2, this Alakazam base set 2, this Fossil Haunter holographic, this Fossil Haunter holographic. This is my favorite Haunter of all time, by the way. I just think it's such a cool design, cool artwork. This base set 2 Zapdos card, this Fossil Zapdos card, this Fossil Zapdos card, this Hitmonchan, this Hitmonchan. This is a shadowless Hitmonchan, actually. It's not in the greatest condition. It's actually very whitened, and it has just a ton of scratches, and I think it has some factory lines in it. Not entirely sure, but I know it has some scratches, and it's pretty faded, but it's still a shadowless Hitmonchan, so I'm probably going to be playing this at some point. A Machamp, you know, a shadowless Machamp. It's in really bad condition. I don't know if you can see that, but there, you can see the whitening on the side. There you go. You can maybe kind of see it. The light is really messing with it. Oh well. Whatever. This Aerodactyl, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I originally got this from my buddy Dan when we traded some stuff, and I didn't know what else to do with it, and it ended up in a binder, in a sleeve of a binder, no less. Oops, sorry guys. This Fossil Hypno, this Chansey, this poor Chansey has seen some shit. Okay, this poor Chansey. I don't know if you could see that. Look at right here. That is a warp. You can kind of see a crease here. It don't look too bad though on this side in terms of the crease, but you turn this bad boy over and oh yeah, look at that crease. Look at that crease. This Chansey scrunched maybe just a little too well. I feel so bad for this poor Chansey. Again, not all of them were in great condition. There was this Jungle Pidgeot I found. So they were all vintage, is what I'm getting at. This Poliwrath here, this Gyarados, this Vaporeon. This was a really nice find. I was pretty happy about that. Lapras, and 2 Laprases, actually. So these were just sitting in a sleeve, in a 3-ring binder. How they didn't get even more destroyed, I'll never know. But I was, you know, these are probably the 3rd reason I wanted to make this video. The Latios and the Latios, obviously, of course. I do have one more thing. Okay, everybody. This is the biggest thing I'm going to show off today. I have other versions of this particular card, but I found something special. I knew I had this, but I didn't know one thing about it. Or maybe I did, but I had forgotten about it. Anybody who's anybody in Pokemon knows that Umbreon and Espeons are some of the rarest Pokemon. Or some of the most famous and the most sought after Pokemon. My all-time favorite Umbreon artwork is the Moonlight Umbreon from back in the Neo days. And I knew where this was. I knew it was in there. It was in a deck box with an older deck, not a vintage deck, but an older deck. It's actually kind of funny because behind this card, I keep this Kingdom Hearts Oblivion card behind it, and so it's like Umbreon is wielding the Oblivion. But I discovered that I owned, and some of you are already know to look for it, and some of you have already seen it. It is a first edition Moonlight Umbreon card from Neo Discovery, I believe is the set. It is a little bent. Not bent, like not damaged bent, thank God, but just a little warped, I guess is the better phrase, is the better term. I'm not taking this one out of the sleeve. But it was, the cards in that deck box were a little bent. But a first edition Moonlight Umbreon, I don't know exactly how much it's worth. I'll probably have like a little card, or a little, yeah, they're probably like right here or so. But I was ecstatic because I had recently been looking at first editions and my other versions of this card. I have like 2 other versions or so. And yeah, I was like, oh, I don't have one. Oh well. Thought I did, but it's no big deal. And then I found this. This is the biggest find. To me, the Latios and Latios is the biggest find because that was the thing that that made me want to make this video. But this is the biggest find, and I just wanted to be able to share that with you all today. All right, everybody, I really hope you guys liked this video. I know I sure did. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, especially if you'd like to see more videos like this. I have a ton of stuff in my collection. I'm really looking forward to being able to showcase. But this was a lot of fun. I've been Jeffachu. Go ahead and subscribe if you like this content. I am going to be putting up more videos like this in the future. Maybe a couple pack opening stuff. Yeah, leave a like and comment if you'd like to see more things like this. So I've been Jeffachu, and I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day. Make sure you guys do something nice for yourselves tonight, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.